Have you ever wondered why your parents act the way they do? It might seem like a mystery, but there's a simple truth at the heart of it all. Parents are our first teachers, our earliest role models. They shape our world, demonstrating behaviors, values, and attitudes that significantly influence our development. Think about it. When we're young, we're like sponges, soaking up everything around us. We watch, we learn, we imitate. And who are the people we observe most? Our parents. Their actions, their words, their reactions. They all become a blueprint for our own conduct. They show us how to navigate the world, providing us with our first lessons in empathy, kindness, perseverance, and respect. These lessons aren't always explicit. They're not always spelled out in a lecture or a sit-down talk. More often than not, they're taught through actions, through the daily routines and habits that make up a life. For example, a parent who consistently shows respect for others, regardless of their background or status, teaches their child the value of treating everyone with dignity and kindness. Parents also influence how we approach relationships, work, and challenges in life. How they interact with their friends, colleagues, and each other sets the stage for how we will interact with others as we grow older. Their work ethic, whether they approach their job with enthusiasm or dread, can shape our attitudes towards our own careers. And how they handle problems, whether they face them head-on or avoid them, can influence our own problem-solving skills. But here's the thing, our parents are not perfect. They're human, just like us, with their own flaws and mistakes. But even these imperfections can serve as valuable lessons, showing us that it's okay to make mistakes, to be imperfect, and to keep trying, growing, and learning. So, our parents' actions serve as a map that guides our journey through life. They help us understand the world and our place in it. They shape us, mold us, and prepare us for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. In essence, our parents' influence is a fundamental part of our life story. Do you appreciate the sacrifices your parents make for you? A question that may seem simple, yet it carries a lot of weight. Often we forget to acknowledge the immense efforts our parents put into making our lives happier and more fulfilling. Parents, they're like the sun that never stops shining, providing warmth, light, and life. They strive to offer us emotional support, a solid education, and a stable environment, all to ensure we grow into the best versions of ourselves. Think about the countless nights they stayed awake when you were ill, or the many times they put your needs before their own, without a second thought. These are not mere actions, but profound expressions of love and care. Their sacrifices come in different shapes and sizes. It could be as simple as skipping their favorite TV show to help you with your homework, or as monumental as working multiple jobs to ensure your college fund is secure. In every decision they make, your happiness and well-being are always at the forefront. But here's the deal. Recognizing these efforts does more than just make us feel grateful. It also deepens our connection with our parents. It brings us closer, fostering a bond built on mutual respect and understanding. It helps us see them not just as parents, but as individuals who have dreams, fears, strengths, and weaknesses just like us. Remember, parents are not perfect. They make mistakes, they stumble, and sometimes they don't have all the answers. But their love for us is unwavering, their dedication, unflinching. They continue to strive day in and day out to ensure we have a life that's not just good, but great. So next time you see your parents, take a moment to thank them. Thank them for their sacrifices, for their love, and for their unwavering belief in you. Acknowledge their efforts, for these are the threads that weave the fabric of your life, making it rich, colorful, and meaningful. Indeed, their efforts are a testament to their dedication to our happiness and well-being. Have you ever felt your parents are too strict or intrusive? This is a question many teenagers grapple with. During the tumultuous years of adolescence, the lines between guidance and intrusion can often blur. Parents' well-meaning advice, rules, and curfews might be perceived as an unwelcome intrusion into personal space. This misunderstanding can lead to conflicts, disagreements, and even strained relationships. It's important to remember, though, that this perception of rudeness is often a misinterpretation. Parents' intentions are usually rooted in a deep love and concern for their children. They set boundaries, not to confine, but to protect. Their strictness is not a sign of rudeness, but an expression of their desire for our safety and success. So, the next time you feel like your parents are being too strict, try to remember this. Parental rules are often a protective shield, not a prison. Have you ever tried to see beyond the rules and restrictions? It's not always easy, but it's important to understand that beneath the strict curfews, study schedules, and seemingly endless advice, there's a hidden layer of parental care. Parents, like us, are humans. They too have fears and worries, and their rules are often an expression of their love and concern. They strive to protect us, to guide us, and above all, to ensure our well-being. However, the generation gap can sometimes make this understanding difficult. This is where empathy comes into play. Stepping into their shoes, seeing the world from their perspective, can help us appreciate their intentions. Open communication is another key. Honest conversations about our feelings, aspirations, and concerns can bridge this gap, leading to a deeper understanding and a strengthened bond. So remember, beneath the surface of rules lies a sea of care and concern. Take a dive into this sea. You might be surprised by what you discover. What lessons have you learned from your parents? This question sparks a flurry of thoughts, doesn't it? Our parents, they're like living, breathing textbooks, filled with lessons that life has taught them. Some of these lessons they pass on to us intentionally. Others we pick up just by observing them. Regardless of how we receive these lessons, they are invaluable. They help us navigate the choppy waters of life with a bit more grace and a bit less fumbling. They teach us about resilience, about love, about the importance of hard work and the joy of a well-earned success. They show us through their actions the kind of people we could be if we choose to be. But there's an important word in that last sentence: choose. Yes, we learn from our parents, but it's up to us to decide what we take from those lessons. We have the power to pick the pearls from their wisdom, to take the good and incorporate it into our own lives. We can choose to learn from their successes, but also from their mistakes. Because let's be honest, our parents aren't perfect. They've made mistakes, they've had their failures, but these too can serve as lessons for us. We can learn what not to do, what paths to avoid, what choices lead to disappointment and heartache. And in doing so, we can make better decisions. We can live better lives. So, let's take a moment to appreciate our parents. For their wisdom, for their love, for their mistakes and successes. All of it serves as a guide, a compass as we chart our own course in life. It's a journey of growth, of learning, of becoming the best version of ourselves we can be. And remember, the most important lesson from our parents is this: they've lived their lives, made their choices, faced their consequences. Now it's our turn. It's our turn to take the good, to learn from the bad, and to create a life that's uniquely ours. Our parents' wisdom is a treasure chest of lessons for life. Let's open that chest, take what serves us, and use it to improve and enrich our lives. Do you know when it's time to take your own path? This question hangs in the air, inviting us to consider a crucial part of our journey, deciding when to follow our heart. While the wisdom and guidance of our parents have laid the groundwork for our lives, there comes a time when our path may diverge from theirs. It's a moment of self-discovery, a rite of passage that comes with growing up and becoming our own person. This is not about disregarding their advice or lessons, but rather about asserting our independence and making choices that align with our individual values and aspirations. Now you may ask, how do I know when it's the right time? Well, there's no definitive answer, no one-size-fits-all rule. It's a deeply personal decision, one that requires introspection and courage. It could be the moment you realize your passion lies in a field different from what your parents envisioned for you. Or perhaps it's when you feel the call to explore new environments, meet diverse people, and gain experiences beyond your comfort zone. The key is to trust in your instincts and intuition, your inner compass guiding you towards what feels right for you. It's about listening to that little voice within that whispers, "This is who I am. This is what I want." Remember, following your heart doesn't mean neglecting the lessons your parents have taught you. In fact, those lessons become your foundation, your guideposts as you navigate this vast world. They've equipped you with the values, skills, and wisdom to make informed decisions, to discern right from wrong, to face challenges with resilience. And most importantly, they've taught you the power of love and care, the strength that comes from nurturing relationships, and the joy of being true to yourself. These are the lessons you carry with you as you carve your own path, as you follow your heart. Your heart can lead you to paths untraveled, to a journey uniquely yours. So take that leap of faith, embrace your individuality, and remember, your journey, your rules. You are the author of your own story, and it's time to write the next exciting chapter.